A great day starts the night before. So many of you enjoyed our morning routine. You could check it out after this one. And to be honest, you've seen me plan my days, but a great day, a great morning, all that stuff happens the night before. So today my day is just ending here, and you know I'm super busy. I'm a mom of 5. I teach classes, I teach courses, I work, I homeschool full-time with my kids. I'm doing a lot on a regular basis, and so I have to end the night in a way that will set me up for success the next day. So come along with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how I kind of end the night with myself, my family, my kids, so that the next day I'm so ready to tackle it and anything that could come my way. Let's go.
So I use my evening routine to prepare for myself for the next day so I can have a successful morning. And my routine is pretty short and simple, but makes all of the difference for me. Now, this is what works for me. What might work for you might be slightly different, but maybe it can inspire you by what types of things you can choose to do and think about to do that will help you in your current lifestyle. So the first thing I do is I honestly just clean up as much as possible. We ate dinner. I did some dishes. As a mom, sometimes there's more practical ways to do this, and sometimes there's not. I just kind of try to get as much done as possible. Here you can see me kind of arranging the couches. There's probably toys all over. They've moved the table, just that type of stuff. My children generally clean up after themselves, but even when they think they've cleaned, 5 or 6 years old, you still have to go and follow them. So I take the toys so that I can feel like I can sit with my husband, which we'll see me do in a little bit, and feel really relaxed. I'm just generally just going around anything that seems like out of the ordinary. I'm just going around basically on the first floor, bringing anything upstairs that is downstairs to make sure, like a lot of times there's jackets from the day or there's just books or whatever. And so I'm just like, whatever the kids didn't take with them, I'm just taking the rest up. I'm putting them into their rooms. By the way, we did redo my daughter's room. I'll show you that in an upcoming video.
He's the king.
Hello. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm here to give you a ride.
But we don't do rides.
You have arrived at the palace.
Oh, they forgot their crown. They left their crown behind.
Crown.
Don't worry.
It's the crown. The crown? Yeah. Maybe you're sitting on it. Remember us to that palace. We still live in the palace.
Who was that?
Yeah, you got it.
Is it a king or a queen?
Queen.
You have arrived at the palace.
So what you just saw there is us playing with the kids. Usually my husband or I just spend time with them. I think at that particular day my husband was washing up. But we typically sit down with the kids and we play with them. We have a little time, and then we get them to like brushing their teeth. They're making a mess, brushing their teeth and getting themselves ready for bed. They do it in our downstairs bathroom and our upstairs bathroom, but general hygiene is kind of what we're running into next. And then my son is older, he's 10, so he leads my daughter in prayer, and so usually we typically let him do that, so he feels really big, so that in the night prayer he prays with her before he goes to sleep, and sometimes we also pray as a family. And this is definitely a part of the night that my husband and I look forward to, which is us praying together. We do like the Isha prayer and any night prayer, and alhamdulillah we get to do the dua and just feel like we ended the day with ibadah together, with worship together, and then we sit and relax. Like lately it's HGTV and International House Hunters. It's really hard to find halal anything, but we try to just take 45 minutes to sit together. Sometimes we talk and just hang out before we go to sleep, and we try to sleep pretty early. Here you're going to see me getting ready for bed. This is something I do not every single night, but I would say 2-3 times a night, which is like this water flosser. I got one of the doctors from Turkey. He suggested it to me. He said it was better than, because I was having trouble with like the other type of floss. This is it. If you were going to ask me, I figured somebody might want to know which one I'm using. I'm going to show you right here in the picture. And so, yeah, you just fill it up with water, and then there's all these different, like you could use powerful, less powerful, like one has like different types of tips, whatever you want to do. You just stick it on there and the water flows out, and then the water, you could make it low, you can make it high. And the whole point is that it really, really cleans between your teeth without having to use traditional flossing. Supposedly it's even better. And then because it's actually massaging your gum line, it's actually fighting gingivitis and so many other things, but it's literally only the power of water. So I love to use this. Actually, it's just, I don't keep it in there because I know my kids will play with it. So I have to tend to take it and then like put it back in my room and then take it back out again, just because literally I know my kids are going to play with it. So hashtag mom life. So I was just showing you there. Then after that, I'm going to put some products on my face. This is just like a general cleanser. And I'm going to try to show you in a second kind of what all the products look like. I had to end up going and filming afterwards and putting some of the pictures there because you're not going to be able to see it. But I'll show you in a second on the camera. And another one that I'm using is this oil from Korea. I actually didn't buy it in Korea. Where did I buy it? I think I bought it in Thailand, but in a Korean store. But the actual oil inside of it is from Spain. Here I had to do like a closer pick because it was dark in there. And then it has flowers in it, and it's really, really nice. And I use it to hydrate my skin at night. So yeah, I use that, and it's not too thick, not too thin, but it's like that general hydrating. And one of the things to fight wrinkles and things like that is to just generally have hydrated skin. Everybody has their own thing. And any like leftover, I might rub on my hands or my wrists or something like that, just not to waste anything. I wanted to show you, this is Ursa Major. This is from a company called Folane. It's pretty expensive, not gonna lie, but it's vegan, cruelty free and everything. And this is for under your eyes, like to prevent like baggage and stuff like that. And this is really honestly just like the most beautiful smells. It's a little bit pricey because it is truly organic, all natural, vegan, and just like really clean. And then right after that, I wanted to show you this. This is a little bit different. This is that's the company right there. This is a chalk. What is it called? I think it's right there. Purifying mask that I use sometimes. I think it's a black mask, but it's made with. It's something there. It's Irish. Oh my gosh, I can't. You guys can read it. It's generally like a mask that you use to detox, and so I just love it because it just feels like I'm doing something for myself, and I can actually feel it tingling on my skin. Then I'm going to move into my planner. At the end of the night, I like to really know that what I'm going to prime my mind for the next day, whatever I'm going to be doing. And so that is really an important time for me because checking my planner lets me renew my intention for all the deeds I have to do the next day, reduces friction, and primes my mind to get ready for everything I have to do. So I look at my planner in the morning, midday, and in the evening. Sometimes I will look in between, but generally what I'm trying to say is I look a lot. That way I can get my mind ready at different parts of the day. I'm also checking in with myself. It only takes 2 minutes, and then I put everything away and I have it here ready for me for when I wake up in the morning. Now, because I know what I have to do, one of the things I have to do is take stuff out of the freezer and set it so that the next day it's there. I think one of the worst things as a woman is to wake up in the morning and know you have things that you have for dinner that are frozen, and then you have to like figure out a way, like, is it going to freeze in like unfreeze in time for me to make it for dinner? So here it's just generally moving things from the freezer to the fridge so that I think I was checking something with the date, and then I just put it into the fridge in this particular case. But a lot of times I will, just do whatever it takes to prep it. Again, with the prepping, I have a goal to have regular workouts. So I put my clothes out so there's no excuse. I want to make sure I pray on time for Fajr. So I have my prayer stuff, my prayer mat, and that is it.
Great. Thank you guys for coming along for my evening routine video. Inshallah, I'm going to head off to bed. But don't forget, there's tons of links below if you want. We have a free marriage class on how to find a spouse coming up. We've done it for 20 years. Inshallah, I think you'll love it. It's totally free. And also, you can get on the waiting list. It's opening in January 24th. And inshallah, if you want to talk to me, always I have 15-minute free calls. The links are below. All right, check you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.